Hey guys, it's Vi. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making tacos for dinner. I'm kind of using this but kind of not. So we're gonna go through everything that we need. So first off, I want to show you everything that you need to make tacos. And this is just basics. You can add stuff like sour cream to it or any other toppings. This is just what we're doing tonight. So first things first, we have 2 tomatoes, which we are going to dice up nice and small. We have 1 white onion, which we are going to mince, and we're actually going to add it with the seasoning sauce and 3/4 cup of water. It is the directions for the sauce packet here. I am kind of cheating. Yes, you can make it from scratch and it'll probably taste just as good or better, but it's a lot faster. So that seasoning mix actually goes in with this. We have 1 pound of hamburger. It's currently thawing. That's why it's sitting in my sink with some hot water. So we'll be browning this, adding these, adding the onion into it. You could put raw onions if you like them, but I like mine cooked in with everything. And we've got 2 little heads of romaine lettuce here, which I'm going to slice up really thin. And of course we have the tortillas, because what is a burrito or a taco without a wrapper? And we're doing soft tacos or burritos, either one, with white corn. No, these are white flour tortillas, my bad. And then we have some cheese, which we are going to be grating. Probably about, I'd say maybe about a cup of cheese is what we're going to be using. So this is all of our ingredients. What I'm going to end up doing is, like I said, I'm going to be chopping these up small. We're going to be mincing these. I've got that thawing, so as soon as this is all ready to go into our skillet, I'll check back with you guys. And we're back. Hamburger is thawed. It is in here. So let's get cooking. First off, we need to turn on our oven, and we're going to go ahead and turn this up to pretty high, medium high, or almost high, because we want this done really fast. So what you want to do is add a dash of salt onto your hamburger meat, because when you do so, it actually pulls the flavor of the meat out. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Now our mix that we're putting in there, it is salt. It has salt in it already, but while this is cooking, that's a smart thing to do. So I went with actually half an onion. It turned out to be a lot more than I anticipated. So as you can see, they are in fairly small bits. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and do it at the same time that our hamburger is browning. We're going to saute our onions. You will know that the onions are done when they are translucent, and you will know that your hamburger meat is fully cooked through when there is no longer pink in the middle and it's kind of a crumbly brown. So I'll check in a couple different times so you can see what it looks like along the way. And while this is cooking, we're going to get started on the other stuff. So I'll see you over here in just a minute. All right. So I've taken the stems off the tomatoes and I have given them a nice wash through so they're nice and cleaned up. And we're just going to chop them up, and I'm going to stick them here in this bowl. With tomatoes, this is how I do it. Obviously you're watching my channel, so you get to see how I do things. So to core these, I don't know if you can see the angle wise, but I just kind of take a triangle section right out of the middle, and it just takes that hard stem part out of the middle of your tomato. Now I've seen people do it different ways. They take it like this and then they literally just go all the way around in a circle. I have done that as well, but it tends to kind of destroy your tomato. So I found this as your better option. This is how I do it now. And we're going to go ahead, and this is how small I do them. So I cut it in half. Now it's in quarters. Well, if I cut the other one, it would be. And then I'm going to do it one more time. And that is how big the tomatoes are that I do. And we're just, yeah.
Quarter.
Here we go. And I just slice them this way so that they are in these decent sizable chunks. You can make them smaller if you like, but this is a good size for us. So I'm going to do this to all of the tomatoes, put them in the bowl. They will be our salad dressings of sorts when we get all the other goodies in there. So we're going to actually check over here. I got to stir the meat, so you might as well just come with me real quick. Have a quick peek at it. It's nice and sizzling. You can hear it steaming. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of turn it a little bit. It's been cooking now, I want to say, for maybe a couple minutes tops. And this is on medium high, so it is going fairly fast. So this is probably about halfway cooked, I should say. So while that's doing its thing, I got it all stirred up. We're going to go back to the other side, because I wanted to show you how I prepare my lettuce. So I'm just going to kind of move stuff over. And this is what we're gonna do. As I said at the beginning, we had 2 small heads of romaine lettuce. These are pre-washed, so I'm not going to bother. If you don't buy pre-washed, I strongly suggest that you wash your lettuce. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it this way. I like these because they're small enough to do this. I like shredded lettuce on my tacos and burritos because I feel that it has better harmony that way. Instead of big chunks, they kind of spread out nice and evenly when you put them on your taco or burrito. So this is what we're gonna do to both heads of lettuce, and we're just gonna go ahead and stick them in the bowls, and they will go when we do the tomatoes and the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of the lettuce and tomatoes, get that finished cooking, and then I'll check in right in about a couple minutes from now. Alrighty guys, so draw your attention down here for just a moment. As you can see on the spatula, or at least I hope you can see, sometimes lighting in a video is just not the same. These are translucent in color, and our meat is crumbly. As you can see, there's little crumbly pieces, and it is no longer pink, it is a nice brown color. So now we get to add in our mix. So I had 3/4 cup here, and our McCormick Mild Taco Seasoning. Like I was saying earlier, you can make your own, and I will read off the ingredients that are in here because, yes folks, it does work if you do it on your own, if you use these ingredients. I've done it. So this has paprika, chili pepper, cumin, onion, salt, sugar, and garlic. If you put those components together, you can do it to flavor and it will taste just as good or even better. So I'm going to draw your attention over here because I have turned it down to a low now because it is cooking and I don't want it to continue. We did turn it down as soon as it was really getting going. We did turn it down to a medium because we just didn't want it to go too incredibly fast. So all we do is we just take the packet, some warm water, and a whisk. I have this adorable baby whisk. I love it. And we're just going to whisk it all in there together. And it's going to look like that. Can you see that? Yay! All right, and we are going to go ahead and pour this sauce mix over all of our hamburger meat and our onions. And it does have little bits of onions and a little bits of garlic in there as well, so you'll see those. They're freeze-dried. And it does tell you what you need to do, but I will tell you just the same. Basically, we're going to bring this mixture to a boil, and then we're going to reduce heat even farther. So I'm going to turn it back up temporarily because now that we have this together, we need it to boil. So we're going to put it up to about a medium. And once this boils, we're going to turn it down and let it simmer for a few minutes, just so that all of the seasoning mix gets on there with the meat and it tastes amazing. So I'll check in once again when everything is pretty much done, folks. All right, he's ready, folks. So he is going to be grating approximately 1 cup of cheddar cheese, and he is being so sweet and helping me out because I have wrist problems. I suffer from tendonitis, and doing that motion and putting that kind of strain on my wrist, you look so professional, it really hurts. So he's doing me a huge favor by grating the cheese. So we're just taking this block, like I said, about a cup or so, depending on how cheesy you like your stuff and how many tacos or burritos you are crafting up. Alrighty folks, final step. As you can see down here, I'm going to show you all of our ingredients. This is our meat. It has sizzled away a little bit. It's a kind of sticky substance. It's going to taste amazing. We have our shredded cheese, thanks to my homie. We've got our tomatoes diced up. We have some sliced up lettuce. I do have some sour cream, just regular sour cream, because I prefer that on my tacos and burritos. And some people in my family like having salsa, and this is Newman's own. Honest to goodness, it is pretty good, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how I personally build these. The thing about tacos and burritos is you can add all kinds of stuff or delete things, do whatever you want. A lot of people like refried beans in here, but we just went for meat tonight. So when it comes to tortillas, there's many different kinds of tortillas. Tonight we have our white flour tortilla, and I am not even going to bother to heat it up, folks. It is way too hot for that. Nobody's got time for that right now. It's way too hot. So I'm not going to. However, 15 seconds or so in the microwave will do it. Couple seconds on a heated skillet would do it, and these will be nice and warm for you. So we're just gonna have them just plain like this. I like to add a spoonful of your meat right down the center, just like this. maybe a little bit more. There we go. And a bit of cheese. If I put the cheese right next to the meat, it tends to melt it because our meat is very hot. The cheese is cool, so it's going to melt it nicely and keep everything warm. And I didn't think this through very well. We have some tomatoes, obviously, that we're going to put in here, just like this. Looks grand. And a pinch of this right down the middle as well. I'm going to add a couple dollops of this. This is the sour cream, just like so. And we're going to put just a little bit because I don't want much, but just a little kick. And so I'm only going to put it on the side here. So there is everything that goes in my taco or burrito, whatever you want to call these, because they go by a few different names. And I'm going to ruin it now. It's not going to look beautiful, so when I take my pictures, you're not going to see it. So here we go. We're going to roll up our burrito, just like so. And guys, that's what's for dinner. We're having burritos or tacos, Vaihisha style. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love for you to give me comments down below. I know that it's been forever and a day since I've done a cooking video, but I fully enjoyed it. So thanks for joining me tonight. Anyways, thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to see more, and I was going to say something and now I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. I don't know, but I want you guys to go out there and be a pineapple. I want you to stand up tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.